The clock ticks. It's the only sound in this house now. Tick, tick, tick. I'm sitting in my leather chair. Cost me $3,000. Italian leather. The kind you buy when you want people to know you made it. There's a plaque on my desk. Gold trim. Arthur Morrison, 40 years of dedicated service. I want to throw it through the window. I won't, because that would require getting up. And what's the point? I'm 82 years old. I have money. I have a house with 6 bedrooms. And I sit here every night listening to a clock, wondering where everyone went. The company replaced me in 2 weeks. My kids don't call. And I'm starting to think I deserved it. I believe this story. You know the one. Work hard. Climb the ladder. Provide for your family. They'll understand. They'll thank you later. I started at the company when I was 26. Fresh MBA, sharp suit, hungry. My boss pulled me aside on week 2. He said, "Arthur, you want to make it here? You put the company first. Everything else falls into place." I believed him. I worked 70-hour weeks, then 80. I missed my daughter's first words because I was in Chicago closing a deal. My son learned to ride a bike with the neighbor's dad holding the seat, but I sent them to good schools, private schools, the kind with Latin mottos. I told myself I was doing it for them. That's what you tell yourself, isn't it? When you miss the birthday party, when you're not there for the school play, when your wife eats dinner alone again. I'm building our future. I'm securing our life. They'll understand when they're older. I remember one night, my daughter was 7. She made me a card, drew a picture of our family, except I wasn't in it. My wife said, "She forgot you were part of the family." I laughed, nervous laugh. Then I went back to my laptop. There was always another email, another crisis, another meeting that couldn't wait. The company needed me. That's what I thought. I retired at 66, mandatory retirement. They threw me a party, cake, speeches, handshakes. 2 weeks later, they announced my replacement. Some kid, 34 years old, Harvard MBA. Eager. I called my old secretary to ask about a file. She said, "Arthur, who?" 40 years. 40 years of my blood, my time, my life, gone in 14 days, like I was never there. But you want to know the worst part? I came home. I walked through the door of this big empty house, and I realized I didn't know what to do. For 40 years, the office was home. The conference room was my dinner table. My colleagues were my family. And now I had all the time in the world and nobody to spend it with. My wife died 3 years before I retired. Cancer. I was in Singapore when she was diagnosed. I flew back for 2 days. Then I left again. The merger can't wait, I told her. She nodded. She always nodded. She died while I was in a board meeting. My phone was on silent. My kids? My daughter lives in Seattle. She's a teacher. We talk twice a year, Christmas and her birthday. The conversations last 6 minutes. My son moved to Australia. I haven't seen him in 8 years. He sends a card sometimes. His wife writes it. I tried to fix it. After I retired, I called them. I said, "Let's do Thanksgiving together. My house. I'll cook." They came, both of them. We sat at the table. This long mahogany table, seats 12. The silence was thick enough to cut. My daughter's kids didn't know who I was. They called me sir. My son barely looked at me. When he did, his eyes were cold. We ate turkey. Nobody spoke. After dinner, my daughter pulled me aside. She said, Dad, why did you invite us? I said, you're my family. She said, well, we stopped being your family when we were kids. The company was your family. We were just expenses. They left before dessert. I haven't seen them since. Here's what nobody tells you. The ladder you're climbing, it's leaning against the wrong wall. You think you're building security. You're building a prison. You think you're providing for your family. You're abandoning them. You think you're essential to the company. You're a replaceable part. I know what you're thinking right now. But Arthur, I have to work. I have bills. I have responsibilities. Yeah, I had those too. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying money doesn't matter. I'm saying this. Your boss will forget your name. Your company will replace you, but your kid will remember that you weren't there. Your wife will remember the empty chair at dinner. Your father will die waiting for you to visit. Time doesn't stop. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't care about your 5-year plan. Every day you trade for money is a day you don't get back. Every meeting you choose over your family is a memory they'll form without you. I look at my life now. This house, this money, these awards. It means nothing. I'd trade it all, every dollar, every plaque, every accomplishment, for one more dinner with my wife where I was actually present, for one more school play where I sat in the audience instead of a conference room, for one more chance to be a father instead of a provider. But I can't. Time doesn't trade backwards. You're not listening. You're sitting there thinking, that won't happen to me. I'll balance it. I'm different. No, you won't. Because the company is designed to take everything you'll give and then ask for more. The promotions come with longer hours. The raises come with more responsibility. The success comes with more sacrifice. And one day you'll wake up and realize you gave them your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, the years when your kids needed you, the years when your body was strong, the years when life was happening. And for what? A title on a business card? A number in a bank account? A LinkedIn profile that no one reads? I'm 82 years old. I sit in this chair every night. I listen to the clock. And I think about all the moments I missed, the birthdays, the recitals, the quiet Sunday mornings. I traded them for meetings, for deals, for advancement. And now I am here in a big house with a big bank account and nobody to share it with. The clock keeps ticking. Every second you're at the office late, it's ticking. Every weekend you work, it's ticking. Every vacation you cancel, it's ticking. And one day, the ticking stops for you or for the people you love, and you don't get those seconds back. So here's what I'm telling you. Not as a motivational speaker, not as a life coach, but as an old man who learned too late. Go home. Turn off your laptop. Put down your phone. Hug your wife while she still remembers your face. Play with your kids while they still want you around. Call your parents while they can still hear you. The company will survive without you. The project will get done. The emails can wait. But your daughter's childhood won't wait. Your father's last years won't wait. Your wife's love won't wait forever. I know this because I'm sitting here in my expensive chair in my empty house, listening to the clock, alone. Don't be me. The clock is ticking.